Thanks for staying with us. Let's now take you through the front pages of the national dailies this morning and return for a quick analysis of some of the matters we will be talking about. The Nation newspaper, as always, is where we're kicking the ball, and a really sad one right there. Tinubu orders manhunt for abductors, rescue of 25 pupils. Sad in all front. And the Leadership newspaper also on the same matter. Tinubu vows swift rescue of 25 kidnapped schoolgirls as police comb forest. And also the media icon Dan Agbese, who is passed on, will talk a little bit about that when we come back for the analysis. This Nigeria is the next on the template. Bandits kidnap 25 schoolgirls in Kebbi, kill vice principal. Almost all the national dailies today is awash on that matter. The News Direct is another. Bandits kill vice principal, abduct 25 schoolgirls in fresh Kebbi attack. Of course, we'll be looking at several other matters on the dailies as we return for analysis. The Daily Times is where we are going to right about now. The same matters well, but there's a picture story there which we will talk when we come back. The Daily Trust is next and is also on the same, in fact, exclusively on the Kebbi matter. And the Punch newspaper, again on the same matter, mass abduction, but a different angle to it now. 145 missing in 4 days around the same place. We'll let you know more when we come back for the analysis. And the Guardian newspaper this morning, different now on economy, declining food prices, firmer naira, pull inflation to 15% national target. And the Platform Times is on a different matter as well. This time around, an issue raised on smoking declines as Nigeria unveils tougher laws. BATN pays heavy price. Well, can't blame him. And finally, of course, the Sporting Live right there. 2026 World Cup participation fee. Nigeria loses 13 billion naira. That's a huge amount of money, Etoma, compared to the lives that has been lost in Kebbi State. A really sad one here. But the president has ordered a manhunt, to the rescue of those beautiful students.
This thing came at a very bad time.
Yeah. Very bad time.
For the Nigerian government and the Nigerian people, it is a very bad time. It reminds me of the Chibok girls. And you know the people that perpetrated that heinous crime, Boko Haram, is the same modus operandi. There came so many of them, took several girls, and left successfully.
Left successfully.
That is the annoying part of the whole thing. The whole operation happened from beginning to the end. The only person that stood between the girls and these, I don't want to call them bandits, these terrorists, was the vice principal, and he ate a bullet for it.
Yeah.
And this is the time America is in Congress trying to decide whether they should come to Nigeria with guns blazing. And this thing happens. Just yesterday, we were talking about Mr. President's intervention in things like this. And I brought up the Benue State example. And 2-3 days after that, there was another attack in that state. We had not finished talking about it. And then 25 innocent girls. I have a daughter. I know how I'll feel if anything, not even close to that, happens to my daughter. So imagine what the parents of those girls are going through right now.
And Ria, like you said earlier, you send your child to school waiting to receive her back home. And then all of a sudden, some evil news reaches you that the child is nowhere to be found.
I was almost moved to tears yesterday, honestly speaking, when I saw it, because sometimes we just look at this news and we feel like it's just news, but these are the children of people. A mother is out there crying, a sister is out there worrying where her sister is. It just reminds me about April 14, 2014. That was when Chibok girls happened. And that was all I could think about. I'm like, these 25 girls, they've gone to school to learn. They will be amazing teachers, you know, amazing doctors. They will do great things in society. Now look at how it has been cut short. At the end of the day, we are hoping that these girls will come out. We know that Governor Idris made a statement that he met with the parents of the girls that, you know, were abducted. Also, he said that, you know, conversations are coming up on them being rescued back. But now my fear is that will we actually see them back? When the Chibok thing happened, we had a lot of conversations. We are going to get them. We're going to do this. But till now, not all of them are back. Now, what even scares me the most is that these are very young girls. When you take them at an early age like this, sometimes they get attached to these, their bandits. And sometimes when you even want to release them, it happened with some of the Chibok girls that they don't even want to come back. I worry that this is a bad time, this happening in Nigeria. We're talking about the genocide. We're talking about America coming in. I also see that, you know, on the internet, someone from America has reacted to this story, you know, saying that they're sending their condolences and all. It's a bad time for the image of Nigeria as well, globally.
Let's go to the leadership newspaper, Emmanuel, on the same matter as well. I am not just for rescuing these girls, maybe napping the boys who did the job. I'm saying the president should go all out to get the men who are sponsoring the continuity of this matter.
And that's the big question on the show this morning. Who are the sponsors behind this crime that we are seeing as a recurring decima in Nigeria? This is not the first attack in Kebbi. We saw one in 2021 when they attacked the Federal Government College, Breeding Yari, in Kebbi State. So it's becoming a recurring decima that we are seeing at the moment. Parents are crying. The government will always come out and send condolences and send messages, strong messages.
That's not what we want.
That is not what we want at the moment. We need to see action. These 25 children need to be brought back to their parents. And the president has been talking. You saw what we read here yesterday about sending emissaries to Plateau and Benue to ensure that there is peace returning on the Plateau. And we're seeing another one in Kebbi. This is quite sad at this time. Just a moment, just a moment. At the time when we have changed service chiefs, we will ensure that things will get better. Who are the sponsors?
That's the big question. Who are sponsoring this?
Non-kinetic approach is not working.
Bam. Get the bulldozers.
Approach.
Get the bulldozers,
please. This thing.
It's not looking nice, please.
This is an opportunity for the Tinubu administration to vindicate itself and to score a major international political point.
I'll just quickly add to this. Oftentimes, when things like this happen, we say a lot of things, but at the end of the day, we want to see action. This new service chiefs that have been put in place, like this is not even good for them. Even hearing that this has happened after we changed our service chiefs, we need to understand the implications this does. People will not trust Nigeria again. People will not want to come back home. I was reading comments on social media how somebody was highlighting that Nigeria is not safe. We need to move on because of time now.
Mr. President, all we're asking for is action, sir. Please, action. It's time to put an end to this matter. But Emmanuel, before we run off from the leadership newspaper, you know, they've highlighted the passing away of one of our senior colleagues, you know, the co-founder of Newswatch Nigeria. Wow. He's done his time.
He's done his time. He's well known for inclusive writing, investigative reporting.
Of course, Newswatch is heavy on that.
He's very heavy on that. We all celebrate a great man. We're losing him at this time.
He left a legacy. This is a legacy that will never be forgotten.
Indeed. And on this Nigeria, Etoma, PDP, you know, fights to finish as factions storm Secretariat today. When they storm, will the peace come?
When I read the headline, the first thing that came to my mind was Fuji House of Commotion. It's one problem after another. And I really feel for them. I'm telling you the truth. It's like there's nothing they do that is right now. And it is really sad for a big party like that had ruled this country for 16 years to find themselves in this quagmire that's so difficult for them to solve. Look, it actually is not as difficult to solve as it seems. All it needs is for all of them to say, you know what, we've done enough. Let's chart a new course. You know, but do they have the big minds or the big hearts to do that? That's a big question.
That would take a long road.
Two chairmen in one party, they will be meeting.
Everyone is fighting for power.
At the secretariat. So we should expect a show of shame anytime soon.
Yes.
That will be happening today, except they have a peace deal.
Well, but the News Direct is also talking the same matter of the abduction of the girls, and the Daily Times as well. But on the Daily Times right there, Ria was seeing the wonderful FCT minister in a handshake with the president. Whether you like it or not, Wike is still Wike.
Of course, he will forever be Wike. Yendeba, he still stands tall as Wike.
You know, and Emmanuel, on the Daily Trust, you know, this morning, glaringly, we're seeing inflation, according to what the FG is saying, coming down.
Coming down, absolutely.
I wish you brought that to me, because I went to the market. Is it really coming down? Is it really coming down? Ask us, the women.
No, hold on.
Did you go to the market?
I go to the market.
This is a family market.
It's definitely coming down, because the bag of rice at the moment is about 56,000 compared to what it was we used
before.
to buy at 1,900. The target of the federal government is 15%, and now we are inching towards that point. Now it's about 16%. So if the federal government has projected 15 and we're about 16 now, kudos to the federal government.
Of course, kudos to them, but I'm still hoping for the fact that we get it a bit lower than that, because even that body you're saying, people do not have that to buy that for rice.
And you know what is happening. It's a global thing, not a Nigerian
That's
thing.
what I'm saying. Our federal government can, more can still be done at the end of the day.
For people feeling the inflation going down, I think Nigerians have started feeling the inflation going down, especially when it comes to food items.
Indeed.
We are feeling it.
And very quickly, Etoma, to the Punch newspaper, you know, that handshake that happened between the president and the FCT minister was at the just concluded judges conference. And there's a rider here. Tinubu calls for corruption-free judiciary at their conference. We couldn't have more cleaner judiciary system.
You see, the way the Nigerian judiciary has, where it is right now, the cleaning that it requires is going to take some time. It's going to take some time. Let's use the PDP situation as an example. This court of the same level. This court says, go ahead. This other one says, no, don't go. This one says, go ahead. It's not as if they went to a higher court to upturn the decision of the lower court. These are courts of
coordinate jurisdiction.
Coordinate jurisdiction. Okay. Thank you. You know all these lawyers and their big English. You know, and so on. What does that tell you as an individual? You know, something has exchanged hands, you know, and that is why it's as if the judges couldn't give the same judgment on the same case brought to them. So the Nigerian judiciary, there are so many different examples you can give of the rot that is happening there. So Mr. President's call to clean the judiciary is an indictment on the judiciary itself. Right. Because if there wasn't corruption and all that, Mr. President wouldn't have a reason to make that call.
Now, Ria, on the Guardian newspaper, you were, you know, asking for evidence of, you know, the decline of the inflation. The Guardian has done a good job here of breaking it down. If I would take a few seconds to read this out, rice has dropped by 24%.
Absolutely.
A crate of egg by 27%. Gary by 44%,
dropped drastically.
Beans by 48%, and all
we celebrate all of this. We are happy. I'm happy, but all I'm saying, I'm asking for more. Can't I ask for more?
That was between October 2024 to October 2025. It's a good one.
But not that I'm scared again. I hope it doesn't go high. I think it doesn't. I pray it doesn't go high by Christmas again. That's the thing. By December, you know how it is. You start seeing prices go high. So we also need to look at that.
Needs to put mechanism in place to ensure that these prices will not go higher.
Exactly.
When you talk about December, here in this part of the world, it's time for you now to extort
people, unfortunately.
And that's not what we want our marketers to do. The Platform Times, Emmanuel, smoking declines. This looks like inflation.
It's a good one. It's a good one. It's a good one.
You know, as Nigeria unveils tougher laws. Now, Pictorial, the rider here says Pictorial warning push quit attempts rate from 26% to 43%.
It's a good one. That there's this particular byline which says smokers are liable to die. It's liable to die young.
I'm coming to him.
So I don't know. Etoma will also talk more about this. But For me, I personally, there's nothing attached. I don't like smokers. I don't like, when you smoke, I don't like the odor.
For me, I always tell people, it's on the packet. I never agree to smoke it because I tell you what, your lungs are being damaged. You're doing something you're not really enjoying from it, and then you are damaging your lungs. At the end of the day, you grow older, your lungs are having problems. You say, God, what kind of sickness is this? But when you were in your youth, what were you doing? So I love the fact that
she's saying you are not enjoying it. Have you smoked before?
No, and I will never smoke.
Okay, so let's leave it at that.
Okay.
You see, there are products that society just doesn't like, and a cigarette is part of it.
Right.
You know, there was a time in the United States where alcohol was really banned, and it was looked upon the way cigarette is being looked upon right now. So what does the government do about it? The producers of these commodities are taxed so that the unit price of the product gets high. And when the unit price gets high, it discourages users from going ahead to do it. There are so many other little things that the industry does that is really discouraging smoking. You want to see a packet of cigarettes right now?
I want to answer my one question.
Do more to discourage it.
Oh yes. Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
If you are addicted to something, and if you like something, no matter the narrative people spin around it, you will stay there until you decide that it's time to stop.
Indeed, I agree with you. Thank you so much, sir, for that. But finally, Emmanuel, on the Sporting Live this morning, a very disturbing, headline here. Super Eagles coach accuses DR Congo of juju.
Juju, yeah, absolutely. It's true. Osime also confirmed that they were even throwing one at him. At that particular game, is something
could have been affected him as well.
It's because you guys raised the issue of culture. This is
excuse me.
You guys raised the issue of culture earlier. That's the culture we are now seeing. For me, it's wrong. When you now carry this fetish thing.
What is alleged? Did you see it on the page?
Osime confirmed it.
That he saw it.
Yeah.
He said he saw it.
The video is there.
Okay.
It was used against him. You see, unfortunately, there is no space for juju in adjudication.
Yeah,
there's no space for it. You know, so if we go down to that level to use juju to play football, something is really wrong.
This is my first time hearing this kind of thing, and that's why I need to watch the video for him saying that he saw it with his eyes. Okay.
It's actually not the first time this kind of match has happened. During the terrible West and the Okochas and so on and forth. But well, thankfully.
No, so maybe I'll bring some for you tomorrow.
Don't try it. But unfortunately, that can happen on this show. But that's how far we can go on the Super Review segment this morning. Still ahead on TVC Breakfast, federal government condemns attack, vows to rescue